Hello everyone. Welcome. 101 hours in and we're still going strong. Say hello to not to me, everyone. You have new mail. Yeah, I was watching from a distance. My brother told me to select some words, so I chose Hidden, Forbidden, Holy Ground. And the next thing you know, all those things just started happening. Okay, so I'm gonna do something nice for you all. I own the light novels Another Birth, which covers things from Black Rose's perspective. Give me a second. I'm gonna go fetch the one for infection, because the incident that she's talking about, she has narrated in there, and I'll read it to you. Give me a moment. Apologies for the headphone noises, but alright, so I have in my hands, and well, hello, the Another Birth, and let me find it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm just finding a good place to start. Alright, here we go. And by the way, her brother's name is Fumikazu. Hey, come here. Fumikazu beckoned me to his monitor. Let me just show you something. I can't see a thing, I told him. Oh, let me switch off my FMD. Your what? The FMD is the face mount display, he explained. Oh, you mean your stupid goggles? Once he made the switch, I saw a menu appear on the screen. In the topmost window was the delta symbol, followed by 3 words, Lonely Corrupt Spiral. What's that? I asked. That's where I go when I enter a gate on the Delta server. Here, I'll let you choose my next destination. You have to fill in the words with the choices. Just any random words? No, he looked annoyed. They had to be listed in these menus. He clicked one and a long list of choices scrolled down. There are 3 parts, A, B, and C, right? Okay, I nodded. Choose one of these words for my first coordinate. Fumikazu deleted the 3 previous words and highlighted the choices for part A. I can choose any of these words? Right. When you put in all 3 coordinates, it warps you to the corresponding field. I didn't really see the point, but picking 3 things from a list was easy enough. I leaned in closer to the monitor and noticed that in the background a boy was wearing a white cape. Was that Fumikazu's character? He looked so much like the real Fumikazu I couldn't help but laugh. What are you laughing at? You doofus! I pointed to the character on the display. He's an accomplished wave master. Wave master? What's that? Fumikazu looked at me as if I were an idiot. It's someone who uses magic, like a wizard. But in here, they're called wave masters. Wave masters sounds wussy. Maybe to you. I'd never be a wuss like that. Shut up. Is that why you want me to play? So you can cast spells on me to make me do your homework? I jabbed him in the side. Stop it. Just think you'd have fun. Not as a goofy wave master, though. No, I think you make a good heavy blade. They're warriors, sis. Not interested. I shrugged. Why not? I think you'd be cool, chopping off monsters' heads with a big sword. Yeah, sure. I returned to the menu he'd opened and pointed to one of the words. Hidden. He clicked on it, and the second menu dropped down. Okay, choose another. What's next? Fumikazu scrolled slowly down the list of choices. Unlike the first menu, some of the choices had more than one word, but this added a bit of variety. This added bit of variety didn't stop me from beginning to get bored. I selected the next one at random. How about Forbidden? Hidden, Forbidden. Sounds promising, he smiled. Then he clicked open to the C's group menu. I knew which choice I wanted as soon as I saw it. How about Holy Ground for the last one? Perfect! Hidden, Forbidden, Holy Ground. Looking back on that moment, this was the fateful turning point. If only there was some way I could have known the devastating consequences my choice would soon yield. But at the time, we were both equally ignorant. That sounds great, Fumikazu said. I bet there are lots of monsters to kill there. I remembered Mom waiting for us downstairs. Mom's gonna kill you, don't move your butt for dinner. Okay, I'll be down in a minute. The monitor went blank as he drew his goggles, or FMD, or whatever the thing is called, back over his eyes. I shook my head and went downstairs, thinking of the crazy words I'd chosen. Hidden, Forbidden, Holy Ground. I hated to admit it, but they did sound kind of cool. Alright, there's I could stop there. The next 2 pages go over the actual incident when he goes into a coma. But that's an excerpt from Dot Hack Another Birth Volume 1 Infection, which is Black Rose's side of the story. So, as I said last time, when we were kind of getting ready to end the stream on Monday, the first thing we're going to do is the next Goblin tag, which is going to be another party one. So we'll bring Elk because he did a really good job last time. And someone else, I don't know. Maybe, you know what we could do actually? Here. I'm hoping that I don't regret this, but what if we, oh, Elk. Damn it.
What?
Oh wait, can I even... hold on. We might get a cutscene first, because I think we need the Omega server to go to the tag game. Cutscene? Yep, okay.
Where's Leos?
The pighead is with his men at their positions.
According to information from that pighead, there's a bias on where the wave emerges. So, they will take positions in areas the wave frequents and encircle it as soon as it appears. Specifically, they will restrict the movement of the wave by using the vaccine. Guided to Omega, Cruel Vindictive Scars, we will destroy the wave there.
You will stand by at the lowest level of Omega, Cruel Vindictive Scars.
Now, what is the name of this operation?
We will commence Operation Orca.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Omega, Cruel Vindictive Scars is protected. Use this. Be careful.
Thanks,
Operation
Elba.
Orca. It's a good name.
Okay, cool. So my thought was that since Elk was so good last time, that maybe we just bring Elk and Wiseman, you know, for fun. Wait, whoa, look. Mistral is somehow level 78. She's playing on the owner slot. That sly dog. Alright, I'll bring Almond. For fun. Okay. We're not going to bring Balmung to the actual wave fight, by the way. We're going to bring Black Rose, of course. But for killing goblins, yeah, I think Balmung's up for that. I think he has magic.
This is the last battle with Chadu, God.
So I'll just use Vulcan for fun. Okay, so while we do this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and give Wiseman some such. And also myself. Bama will probably also need it, I suppose. If we overpower them. Indeed, that is the plan. Where's... There we go. Okay, we slow them down. Bam! Alright, there goes another one. Here we go. So as long as they cast magic, Kite can actually catch up to the goblin without the speed charms, which is kind of handy. Okay, or they'll just kill it without any help from me. Come back! There we go, I managed to get a hit in. I did my part. I wonder if in quarantine they added, like they decide to do this.
Let me say one last thing, Gob. Boiled shrimp for raw food.
What?
It's boiled, but it's raw. I don't get it. Go.
What? Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean boiled shrimp for raw food? How to boil shrimp? What? Can you boil raw frozen? What? Is this a thing? How to boil shrimp for shrimp cocktail. Oh. Oh, I never realized. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, thanks for the goblin mail. Huh. It's not great. It has slowdown magic, which is kind of nice. But, yeah. What I was saying before is, I wonder if the difficulty that all the goblins had before in the first 3 volumes and how annoying it can be to kind of like, you know, remove magic tolerance, chase down people, and not be able to hit anyone very well, and everything else that makes the goblin fights annoying. Like, I wonder if they got enough complaints from the first 3 volumes that they decided to let everyone, like, bring their party in. I don't mind it. I'm pretty happy, actually, that I get to bring a party, because otherwise that would take way longer than it does. Okay. Now my next question is, what's Balmung's affection rate? 805 and 882. So I'm gonna go ahead and chat with our good friend.
Oh, mon ami!
And grab his yellow candies and things, because we can give this, or at least give a couple of these things to, oh wow, the lovers? Huh, interesting. But I'm gonna get some stuff to raise his affection rate, and just try to max out these two, I suppose, just to get their emails. Ooh, Lancior. We'll trade that. Why not? Oh, okay.
Now,
So I have a few of each, so I'll give
now that
one of each, besides the besides the Scarlet Plate.
now that thank
Okay, so he just went from 882-ish to 912. Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna... Wiseman, when Elk is not around, is still our go-to Wave Master, for better or worse. But Balmung, I don't see that often, so I'm gonna give him the rest of the items.
how are
Because
you?
I imagine that we're probably gonna be forced to use Balmung at some point, maybe?
How are you?
But I don't use him that often, so...
How are you?
And I'm just curious how far that got. He is at 856. Wow, that barely did anything. Huh. Interesting. Alright, I mean, that's fine. I don't really mind too much. Although I did... Have I traded with Balmung yet? Now that I think about it. Because we've definitely... Ooh, hi, fool. Cat's boots. Those are really good magic wise. Ooh. Ooh, these are nice. You're a special trader though. What do you want? For 6 holy sap. Alright, hold on. I think I have that. Thank you. Alright, there's Balmong. Come back, Balmong.
How are you faring?
Do you have things that I haven't tried yet? He has sorcery swords. Wood, Confuse, and Skill Drain. Really good magic attack and resistances on those, actually. And 27. Yeah, our stuff is better. Okay. Cool. Wow, I am low on resurrects. Please and thank you. Need to stock up on everything. Ooh. Okay. Whoa, not that. I'm gonna remove Wiseman for a minute because I need to know if we should be giving the new piece of armor we got to Black Rose or to Balmung. So as a reminder. Oh, also I need to put that thing away. God, excuse me. Excuse me. Sublime Stole. 3, 9, 4, 17, and 2s and such, and Rick same and Rick game. Versus. He has Tree Beast. And she has Paladin Mail. Oh. So her Paladin Mail gives her Redeem and really good resistances. Gives her defense and evasion. Also gives her really good physical defenses. So I don't think I want to give her what I have here. I'm not actually sure about this because the negatives there are not great. This would be good for a Wave Master. So let's remove Balmung. Balmung. And then I'm just gonna try it one more time. Wait, Mistral? No, sorry, I know it's kind of hopeless to do that, but can't help it. Damn it, Elk.
Change in plans. Be sure about your decisions.
I didn't realize he says something different, like if you do that. Okay, airy robes. Wood element 27216. I think this is interesting.
Now then.
I'm not actually sure if it's better for him or not, to be completely honest. I want this Knight's Bane though. Have a healing exit.
Now then.
Actually, before I give that away, it's not better for me, right? No. I mean, it is for magic stuff, but it's not better for other things. Also, I lose my darkness magic.
Now,
let's see if he wants it.
Quite an item here. I can only be in admiration of your generosity.
Mm-hmm. Apologies. Just finishing off the Diet Coke that I bought the other day after I went to the dentist. That's right. I bought soda after going to the dentist. Actually, that's not true. I bought soda before going to the dentist because I had Subway for dinner that night. And I had it all kind of just in my bag for post-dental cleaning nom time. Oh, here it comes. Do we have all the cores we need? We just got an M core from Helba, but what about the other ones? M, 2 G's, 2 H's, and my only 2 J cores. Whew. Lucky. Lucky. Alright, so now it's time to fight a cursed wave. So hopefully we don't mess up. Also, I assume we're gonna do data bugs.
The wave will be moving there soon. Be careful.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's head to the lowest level of the dungeon.
This is level 75 area, or 79 and 81. Ooh, actually I guess that's fine. This should be helpful. Wiseman having, you know, that. He doesn't have any water magic though, does he? I don't see Rue anywhere. God, he's like all fire magic. Wiseman? Honestly, the flowing robes might be better. Or do I have anything else? Wait, Cygnus Rod. Double-edged sword here, though. If I give him the Cygnus Rod, then I have the water elements to destroy people, but I'm also gonna lose out on a bunch of stuff. This would probably be the better option. We lose a little bit of defense. Yeah, let's do that. Hi, Davkid. How's it going? You finish streaming for the day? Getting ready to settle in and fall asleep? Let's see what kind of enemies we're up against. It's a chest. That is not an enemy. I've already played Goblin Tag today. And got that out of the way real fast. The ones in quarantine so far have been really, really fast. Okay, what are we up against here? A Wood Maiden and an Alucard. So we have good wood element. Use that water element, Wiseman. Okay. Oh, whoa, hi. I didn't realize there were two Wood Maidens that spawned. Unless, did the Alucard revive him? We might be dealing with a revival type enemy. Alright.
Bottle rep.
Okay. Let's see. What else do we got? This one looks slightly newish. What are you? It's a Conqueror who is darkness tolerant, so I'm not going to do much against it. Or am I? Playing Vortex, red type. Kiki and Lala aren't going to help me either, unfortunately. So it looks like I'm relying on some random magic. Items to... Ooh, Black Rose does not handle that well, does she? Let's check out what kind of item you have. Saburo. Oh, it became an astral prince. Was an astral prince. Heal it up. Cool. Not bad. Imp's leg mail. I think we've seen that before. Level 59. Yeah, we'll be able to sell that later. I think since we're about to... I don't know if I actually need to grind or not. Like, we're up against a wave. We have a good number of things to Also, I have no J cores, so I'm gonna go ahead and data drain the Wood Maiden because they have those. No! Give me a J core. I need the J's. And so I had a pretty good day today. I just realized that I was so into going to melee play tag with the goblins and friends that I forgot to chat, ask everyone how they're doing today. I don't do that, but oh boy. I think the Alucards. The Alucards are probably going to be the issue here. Can I? 2 of them are data drain ready. Can I actually hit them even though they're not eating me each other? No. Yep. It's the Alucards. The Alucards are bad. I'll go ahead and data drain this one, just so that it won't be able to recover the other one. And there's a pretty cool story. Oh, fuck. First aid was a little bit too late. And I don't have any. Oh, that's not good. It might be worth it. It might be worth it to go back to town, honestly, because I don't have any Mage's Souls or Artisan Souls or anything like that that recovers SP. And if we're going up against a wave, then it's probably going to manage to murder Wiseman repeatedly. That just kind of is the way of it. And we're going to need him to be, you know, as good as he can get. And like able to contribute quickly by recovering his SP and whatnot. So it might be worth it to go back to town real quick after I clear the field. And we'll do that anyway. I mean, we might get closer to a level up for Wiseman. Maybe get him a teensy bit more health. Yeah, I had a good day today. Like, it was a little, just a teensy bit hectic, but overall it was good. And like I had a good meeting, like good preparations for some meetings, and then had a big meeting to go over like a kickoff for a project, and gave a, I don't know, I was kind of proud of myself a little bit. Oh, not you first. I was a little bit proud of myself, honestly. With, like, my delivery, I suppose, of information to the team that were having help us. And that I felt that I did a pretty clear job in going over things and whatnot. Especially after the other people who things prior. Okay, she needs my help. We got Conqueror. Ooh, wait, are the Conquerors also recovery sluts? Like both the Alucard and the Conquerors? Interesting. So I don't like the alucards. It would probably be a lot easier in the field. Sorry, in the dungeon. But yeah, like basically my team and another team got together today to kind of kick off the project that we're working on together. And like the people on the other side kind of like they gave a lot of context to the two teams to know why we were doing what we were doing and everything, but in like a really long and lengthy manner that was really roundabout, where I was like kind of sitting there for 5 minutes or so wondering when the person was gonna like circle back to the point of why we were working together and whatnot. And they finally did after a while, but it was like, wow, we've been in this meeting for 15 minutes and like are just now getting to the point of it. And then I kind of gave my part of the presentation and it like kind of cut through a lot of the bullshit, I think, to some extent, which is sort of nice. I mean, not that I don't know, I'm not trying to brag or like try to put them down or that kind of thing. It made me feel good that like I felt like I gave a really good presentation, especially after, like in contrast to what was before it. But yeah, so it's good. And then we had a bunch of random things happen and such, and it was a good time. Yeah. We've lost Wiseman's buff for some reason. Also, there's Mandragoras? Oh no, onions. Grumness. Okay, sorry. But yeah, it was nice. It's kind of rare to me to like feel like I actually did my job well, I guess. Or well, that's not true. Like I feel like I did a good job generally speaking, but I don't really like think about it too much. Oh, how about this? So like I know I do a good job most of the time, but generally I consider it as like part of my job to do it as well as I do, right? Well, today when I did the stuff and everything, it felt really good. Like I felt like I did something that was worth being proud of, I guess. Does that make sense? Like that I did something well enough that it was worth being proud about, rather than just being like, yep, no, that's just the usual amount of effort that something takes. So I think it got us off on the right foot for the other team's impression of myself and my team. So it was good, I think. I hope. Anyway, also, like, I've kind of been in a mildly hopeful mood as of late. Weird enough, I think it's because my brother sent. Please stay dead. My brother sent me this song by Shiki, I think is his name or something. He's like a rapper to me. I don't really care for rap music most of the time, but he does like kind of silly things. Like the song is called Manga Section. Here, I'll link it because it was kind of funny. Shiki TMNS and Kodama Boy. But like it's a song about basically like it's like cringe weeb rap or something, rapping about meeting girls in the anime section or the manga section rather, and like other stuff. It has a good beat to it, even if it is kind of mumble rappy, which I'm not a huge fan of. But like, I don't know. I think the combination of that song and like the silliness of it and those things, plus 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 the good feelings that I have from Anime Boston still, of like hanging out with my own kind, as it were, surrounded by weebs and people who like the same things that I do, and understand that stuff. Like, I don't know, it kind of makes me want to like give dating apps another try, as weird as that is. Like, I don't know, restores some of my faith in humanity a little bit, that maybe I can go find someone who's just as strange as I am and actually get along with them and do stuff together. I think if you listen to that song and whatnot, then maybe will make some sense. But yeah, it's like, it certainly is a song. So, yeah. Also, like, just more good feeling things and such. The other week, last week, when I went over my Anime Boston pictures on stream, so like, I cut that up with Ring Fit and such, and then uploaded it to the usual place on the VOD channel. And as like weird happenstance would have it, one of the people who was in one of my pictures, who did the Lumine cosplay, the Traveler from Genshin, with Xing Shu. There we go, Passport J. Thank you. Found the video and watched it, and was like, "Hey, I was that cosplayer," and like, I don't know, that's that's great. Like, I was so pleasantly surprised. Like, small world, I guess. Small world, and just kind of fun. And again, just like that nice feeling of like people who like the same things that you do, and actually getting to like see that. I think, these kind of things are probably normal things that most people have on a day-to-day basis, maybe. But the place where I live is not super compatible with some of my values, I suppose, and whatnot. So I often end up feeling mildly isolated from things, which is probably why I play video games on Twitch half the time. Is that all field players? Or do we have another portal? There we go, all field portals open. Awesome. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna go buy some Mage's Souls, Artisan Souls, or whatever type of soul we need to fill SP points. And then, like, get that going. Also, Black Rose is good, right? I kind of... 74 to 89, 89, 94. Yeah, okay, she's fine. I'm assuming that Wiseman is also fine because we kind of have had him for a while. Hey, Henri. I think I've tried to say... Yeah, okay, we're good. Thank you. Okay. We have enough of these, I assume? Definitely have enough of those. Emperor Souls. Holy shit, those are expensive. I really think we only need Mage's Souls. As weird as that probably seems. Like, I don't think there's any need to have more than 100, because if Wiseman dies, and then we give him Mage's Soul, so that he can get off a spell, and his health is low enough that he'll get smacked in the face again and die immediately, there is no reason to waste this much. So, that's my thought, anyway. I suppose? He has that already. I'll check if he's done with that. These are new, right? Hold on, sorry, I didn't actually check the new things that I got. These are new but also unnecessary. Although the Twin Mizuchi might be helpful for me, because there are those Darkness Element people. So that would probably be good. And also, that Fist strike level 3. Cool. This because it's wood. Okay. Yeah. I'll keep those in my thing for now. The rat crest though. 28316 fall reflect main. Okay, this is better. That's better. Okay, so I don't need the rat crest. Or at the very least, we could give it to someone else. Maybe Elk, if we saw him again. I think the rainbow card is the better one. Breakfast.
Now then.
Here.
Thank.
Okay. Just grind that affection up. And then out we go. Okay, we'll head right to the field. I'll use my Grunty. That way we don't run into any magic portals at all. Key item. Grunty flute. Although it would have been more appropriate to use the rocker Grunty here, I guess. Hahaha, Grunties don't trigger these. We are going to the dungeon, but I like the sound, and I don't want to go into the dungeon quite yet. Sorry, it's fun. Oh, jealous cobras are here. Interesting. Alucard needs to die first though, or else we'll just revive. Oh god, she's... Okay, we're good. Also, I forgot to stop. Interesting. What is an earth element? I might use those other twin blades sooner than I thought. Also, what a weird shaped dungeon. Cool though. Getting lucky with the oils. Getting real lucky with the oils here. Also, status. You have resurrects, right? You have 24 resurrects. 19 resurrects. Plenty of antidotes. Okay, cool. So they should be fine. What kind of enemy do we have here? Alucard needs to die first, of course. Would Vulcan work? Not against the Alucard. It would work against those two. Oh god. Oh, okay. So that won't hit them all. Interesting how Vulcan would hit every one of them, but no. Okay, I'm not gonna rely on his healing. Sorry. What's wrong with you, husband? Okay, I think I have enough time to use fall reps. Yes. It's 2 drain arc. Oh, I can't hit both at the same time. Damn. Okay. It's strange, but the Wiseman feels like he's... I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's doing as much damage as he normally does. Also, I've lost my health buff.
Invisible egg.
So if you don't mind, Wiseman. Thunder elements are effective. Against yeah, I believe you. Let me just swap to the twin Mizuchi, and I will show you just how much I believe you. Did he kill the Alucard, like, right away? Or was there no Alucard at all? Alright, fire score? H. Cool. Also, this is kind of random, but saying H made me think of it because it makes me think of language, which makes me think of Japanese. For the 4th of July, or rather, like the day before, because that's when they do parades around here, the group that runs the Japanese classes that I take, which is like a Japanese American Society thing, they apparently walk in the parade in the state that I live in. And they reached out and were asking people like, hey, do you wanna walk and whatnot? And it's like an hour drive. It's an hour drive down, and then from wherever you park, it's like a half-hour walk to the start of the parade. And then it's a 40-minute walk for the parade, and then another half-hour walk to get back from the parade to wherever you parked, and then another hour drive back. And boy, I don't know if I want to do that. It's a whole lot of time spent with a whole lot of people that I have a very loose connection to. But it is tempting to do though, because it could be kind of fun. Oh shit, she's charmed. I realized it before she typed me at least. Do I have the time to feel myself in the Wiseman? Yes, I do. Awesome. Ooh, yes, come closer. Yes! Get both of them in it. Oh, fuck. I got a fire. I got 2 Ks, though. Apparently my attack is down, so I guess I'll enter it myself because no one else is going to do it. Actually, did no one antidote me because they don't have any? 61 antidotes. 78 antidotes. Yeah, no, they're just assholes. Anyway, I don't know if I want to spend like 4 hours basically stuck in a car / walking besides a bunch of people who I have, like, you know, I've taken classes with some of them, but then the other people in the car will probably be like the teacher and then the president of the society thing. It could be really good though, because it could be an opportunity to practice Japanese and like just speaking it, but also I have not been studying like I should. And it's a weekend day, like it's a Sunday when this happens, I think. So it's like I don't know. I haven't walked in a parade since I used to do clowning with my dad. That was the last time that I did that. Beautiful kite. Beautiful. But like, it could be fun. And it could be an opportunity to meet people who like things that I like. So it seems like something that I should do. Especially if I can just get a ride directly. Why not? Where I'll just have to walk 40 minutes to go over, like the town over, or take the bus. I don't know. It's tempting. Tempting, but also difficult to decide. Because it's a ways out there. At first I thought I couldn't do it because it would conflict with a different thing I'm doing, but I think I misread it. Because I'm planning on going to Otakon, is the name of it, which is in Washington, D.C., which is at the end of July, while this thing that I'm talking about would be at the beginning of July. So originally I didn't respond at all to the email because I thought that had a conflict. But not bad. I might keep these on for now. As long as we keep running into earth enemies, it makes sense to keep these on. The twin blades, I mean. Because wood element is strong. Apparently we're gonna need to recast our buffs though. Also, I wonder how big this dungeon is. Like, generally speaking, most of the wave dungeons have been fairly large. So I'm wondering if that will be the case this time as well. Although this feels like it's close to the end. But there's no purple yet, so we'll keep going. Storm. Okay. Neat. Oh, hello. I recognize you, Cubia. Hi, Rainbow Tail. You are normally an Aurora something, which means you are unique. I would love to data drain you. Come back, pretty before it dies, data drain. And maybe... Let's do 2128. It will increase our infection rate a bit, but I would like that rare item, whatever it is. And you now have Black Axe. There was something there. It's dead now. Level 63 axe. Yeah, alright. That seems worth it. How is my infection rate? Still blue, okay. Good, good, good. Can we get some strengthening magic here? You've already done this game.
Invisible ring.
Thanks, Wiseman. I'm gonna grab a virus core now. Let's see. H. 2 H's for the virus cores here. I think one of the previous story dungeons we had ABC. So I'm surprised, I guess, to see two of the same. But yeah, I'm torn about the parade. It feels like it would be a good thing. It feels like it would expose me to more people and could be a theoretical good thing. On the other hand, I'm really lazy, especially on weekends. And I could just be playing Final Fantasy XIV that entire day, you know? And I wonder why I'm single. What element you say? I'm here for it. Although I see Whew, demolished. I don't know why I'm collecting grunty food still. It's just like RPG OCD. Gotta collect them all. The same reason why I still have like level 3 rare items. I just can't help it. It's just normal RPG kleptomania. Or, is that right? Kleptomania? Which one's the one where you have to like collect everything? Ah, I see the area we need to go to. It's the top one. Let's clear the dungeon first. This has been a surprisingly short dungeon, especially for a wave. I'm okay with it though, because if we get horribly destroyed and die, then it will be easier to fix that. Wow, he really demolished them. That was a pretty good attack. Yeah, no kidding. Wait, was that not Wiseman? Was that Black Rose who did that? No, I'll check later. What is going on there? Oh, it's a pointy lad.
Yeah.
Shadow Guard. Arson Soul and Scarlet Plate. The Shadow Guard, what is that? Level 82. Darkness, attack 2 thing, with distances of 1. Yeah, it's not the worst. It's not better than anything we have. Okay. Here we go. 2 more enemies to fight, and then we'll go to the top room to wait for the wave. Oops, not that. Oh god, that's a lot of battle cards. Can we group them together at all? It is very tempting. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It's very tempting today to drain these people. Mainly because they're just gonna keep healing each other if I don't. Everyone's HP and SP was recovered. Oh no! How dare data drain be beneficial? My body is not responding. Yeah? Whoop, wrong person. There you go. Nice. He's good there. They're both ready. Let's remove both at once. Rat Crest and Twin Mizuchi again. Cool. Remove the bats. Bat. Stop. Come back. So I missed a spot with Black Rose, apparently. Okay. Clearing time. I wonder if it's gonna be a bird. It is a bird! Hello, bird. Really bad. Cool. All right. Top ourselves off, and then let's go fight the wave. This has been easy? Question mark? Oh, that was another thing. Some of the panelists at Anime Boston, when they were talking, they also occasionally end their sentences like audibly saying question mark like I do. And I don't know where that came from or why I do it.
There's nothing here.
Something strange is going on. The movement of the wave that we were herding is strange.
Leos, what do you mean?
The data volume is diminishing. Vanished. Target lost. I don't understand.
What the hell?
Confirmed abnormal data volume increase in Sigma, Graceful Tempting Fallen Angel. We can still make it. Head over there. It's Sigma, Graceful Tempting Fallen Angel. Hurry!
Weird. Well, that explains why the dungeon was easy and there weren't any data bugs in it, I suppose.
Oh, mon ami!
Oh, here's another angel chain. Which is like strictly better, right? Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Strictly better than the rat crest, so I will trade you both of those to get the angel crest to give to someone else later. Huh. That, Alright, let's restock. We're good there, we're good there, we're good there. We're definitely good there. We're fine there. Alright. Where are you, Wiseman? Oh, hi, Crust. Hag's Wand, all wood element. Oh wait, no, I know. Anyway, thanks Crust. Bye Crust. I really like Crust's dialogue though. Like he goes, hey, ASL. Oh, it's just you, Kite. Like it cracks me up. Fire Drake Bone. Oh, Shadow Guard. Is Shadow Guard 283? I think everyone else is better, right? No. That could be given to Wiseman, actually. Wiseman? Or actually, can it be? Yes, it can. Wiseman. You're not Wiseman, you're Cossack leader. Wiseman. Hey, buddy.
Now then.
You want this?
Quite an item here. Now. Not a. Now. Thank you. Now. Thank. Now. Thank.
Gotta know. Are we good? Is he maxed out? He is maxed out, so he'll probably be emailing us after this story stuff, and then he'll be good. So Rachel and Gardenia are kind of low. Mistral I can't do anything about until I can add her in. Domling and Moonstone are both really good, so is Pyros. Yeah, cool. Do I have any other items I should get rid of? The Black Axe. I will store it for now and then give it to Pyros later. Okay, I've started too much. Thanks for the speed charms. I guess now's the time to use those. I have 4 Kokoros. I have stuff that's strictly better than that now, so might as well take it away and sell it, I guess. Like, this is the trick, is like I have all this stuff, most of which is rare, besides some of these things which I don't really need anymore. I mean, like, that's good. That's really good, surprisingly. Actually, how does that compare to what Black Rose is wearing right now? 6s, 3, 6, 1, 1. 5s. It has, technically this has better magical defenses at the cost of some othering on other things. You know what, let me see if she wants it. Although, does the Paladin Mail give her? It gives her Regain. I might hold off then. I like stat boosting stuff and having everyone have some. But at the very least, I can get rid of a good amount of this stuff. Owl Crest we don't need. Okay. I have to sneeze as well, but... Hey, Black Rose, come back.
Yeah? What's up?
Excuse me. Do you want this, Black Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. She considers it not as good, so I will trust her judgment. Okay, that's enough inventory management for now. Let's go and continue our fight. Is this next area gonna be protected too? A sudden surge in data and graceful tempting fallen angel. Level 76. Huh. Yeah, okay, it's open. Let's go. Oh yeah, this looks right. This area looks borked. This feels like the kind of area that just has monsters running around. Oh god, it's one of those things. What kind are you? You deserve death. Alright, here you go. Okay, that's not bad though. Wiseman, my friend. I changed your equipment earlier. So I'm gonna change you back. I think he's okay. Yeah, Burning Brand is good. Getting his magic attack stat as high as we want is best. I'm not gonna field clear
The
this.
spring.
Hi, Grandpa.
Was it a golden axe you dropped? Or was it a silver axe?
Neither.
What? Neither one? Just whip it.
Thank you. Poof. Just in case we get attacked by randos. Look at that. See, it's so nice when everyone has Redeem. Because you can just instantly apply it to everyone in the party with a quick button press and doing it yourself once. Or you just leaving Wiseman like way behind. There aren't any strengthening skills left. You say after not applying the rig same to me. I see how it is. Oh boy. Alright. What else do we got? Another one of these. We'll hang back with Wiseman. Black Rose. Take the bolt. She's good at it, that's for sure. I mean, Moonstone would have died as soon as he'd been poked by her.
Mushroom.
This is probably gonna be a 4 dungeon. High chance of it. It's loading. Oh, it's not. Alright, cool.
Vulcan Coup.
2 Alucards and a Demon Wizard. I'm gonna... Bonk. Oh god, we both just used Vulcan. Okay. That's funny. That is funny. Wiseman, can you use a different skill?
Mayani Cruz. Evac Cruz. Evac Cruz.
Damn it.
Mayani Cruz.
At least one of them. Thank you. Done. At least Black Rose's magic is lightning. It's so helpful for this. And we're good. Thank you. It is tempting to swap Wiseman's equipment back. Give him Seegers again. Because he needs that to deal with the Alucards. Okay. What are you? Demon Wyvern. Well, sorry water thing, but I have Vulcan. Well, that was good. And Blacker's leveled up. Cool. It looks like I can get a virus core if I go this way. And there's hardly any battles.
Golden egg.
What do we got? Big boy is what we got.
Orbiani Dawn.
Ormiani Zort. Disgusting. disgusting spider legs. My coworker the other day when I went into the office, I found out that she is deathly afraid of spiders. We had a pizza party, and so like the pizza was put into like the staff kitchen area and whatnot, and I didn't see it, but like apparently there was a spider. I don't know if it was like near the water cooler or on one of the counters or something, but apparently it was pretty big. And this particular coworker like looked over and like shrieked and was like, "Oh!" and whatnot. And I looked over and saw her like start talking about how she's afraid of spiders and everything like that. So I figured there was a spider over there, and I'd go, you know, take care of it for her. And I poked my head in and such, and one of my other coworkers was in there. I was like, do you need help? And she's like, no, she already got it. And the other woman in there had already taken out the spider. But it was kind of surprising because the coworker who's afraid of spiders like didn't strike me as someone who'd have that issue, because she's very like athletic and outdoorsy, kind of like she does bike rides a lot. She likes hiking, like all the kinds of things that kind of put you in the path of insects and spiders and that sort of thing are stuff that she likes doing. So it was a little surprising. Not in a bad way though, just kind of, you know, I guess cute, maybe? I don't know.
Orbiani Dawn. Orbiani Dawn.
It's kind of fun. It's interesting what people are afraid of. Like, Lucy Pyre just put out a video earlier today for Thalassophobia, the fear of, you know, being underwater and all that stuff. And it was a video of her kind of going through the Thalassophobia subreddit, because that's a thing, I guess, where people just post things that basically are triggering to that. I don't really understand it, but like, yeah, there were some good ones in there. Like, I don't like the ocean. I've mentioned it before. Like, I had bad experiences as a kid with the ocean and such, so just not a big fan. I don't swim very well, etc. And when I played Subnautica, I kind of got over a little bit of it, but not all of it. And I still don't. Like, I wouldn't swim in the ocean. That's just not something I would ever consider doing.
Keep that cruise.
Or just kind of avoid the use of that. You can that. Also, I need to. Where's my? Okay. Like a well-oiled machine. It's like I've done this a few times before. Anyway. What was I saying? Thalassophobia, fears, ocean. There was one that was like particularly good though. Like, or not good, but like bad, I suppose. There were a few actually that were pretty good, just like mildly frightening-ish. But like one was real simple. It was just called like Don't Look Down. And it was someone who was, I guess, just like hanging out. Maybe they were on a boat before or something. But they were off for like, you know, some ocean swimming. And they pointed the camera down in 6,000 foot water. And it's just blue. Like, it's not even black.
Golden egg.
Like, not even black, not even like darkness underneath them or anything like that. Just like pure blue all the way down. You can't see the bottom at all or anything like that. And all you see is their feet, you know, paddling away. And that is awful. That is atrocious. I hate it. Whoops. Damn analog stick. And then there's another one which was called, the title of the thing was Fishing at Night in the Philippines. And like, it's like a small fishing boat, and you can see some people fishing off it, and they have a light over the water so they can actually see if anything like catches it or whatever. And this fucking massive shark, I think it was a shark anyway, it was shaped like a shark. This massive shark that's like 3 times as big as the boat that they're in swims by, so like you can see its shadow because of the light. And that is awful. Like, no. I would not want to do that ever. Not once. There's another one that I don't think was a fish. I think it was probably a crocodile or an alligator. So it wasn't really like fear of like being on deep water or those kind of things, but it's someone like paddling a boat through like a forest stream or something, because there's trees and all sorts of things kind of sticking out of the water and whatnot. And it's like 30 seconds of just kind of pleasant, you know, person paddling through the water and everything. And then like something races across and like knocks his boat over that he's in, or not boat, but canoe rather. And like half the camera gets submerged real quick and everything else, and you see him like getting back up and everything, and then paddling like super fast to get away. I think it must have been like a crocodile or something, or a snake. I don't know. It was something big enough to knock over a canoe with a full-grown man in it, though. I like the Vulcan just like nukes it from orbit, like a small sun exploding. That is ledge. Alright, let's see if we can remove its... Yep, awesome. Just in time. Enjoy. Looks like we need to reapply our buffs as well. I'm gonna go ahead and reapply my big team because I know it was kind of applied off. What do you call it? Offbeat is the word that comes to mind. But I reapplied it so mine's not on the same cadence as the other buffs.
Rigson.
Alright, random chest. Moon's nice. I wonder if I'll be able to use it against the wave. Speaking of the wave, where is it? Oh boy. Okay. Beautiful. Come here. Thank you. Interesting.
Golden egg.
Alright, let's go. If with any luck we'll be able to clear the dungeon as well, maybe? It's not like you typically go back into wave dungeons. Well, there was one I think that we actually did revisit before. But that was Skates. here. I'm sorry, what is the force? Oh, it's one of these. Alright, here we go. B4, is this the last area? She would have missed. Oh god, she's charmed. Try this again. Can you weaken it?
Deck room.
Please don't die, Black Rose. This is not working. You can do it. You just have to land one of these. Okay, Wiseman, buddy, pal, if you can't use magical items, at the very least heal Black Rose. Okay, now the one you skills, please. We'll die. We're good. There you go, buddy. Okay. What do we got? Wow, there's another level down. This is a deep dungeon. And weird, interestingly shaped. Generally, like, whenever we do one of these dungeons with like story elements and waves and whatnot, I always try to figure out if it's shaped like something, because a lot of the wave dungeons are actually shaped like the waves themselves, which is kind of cool, I think. Wow, okay. I don't think anyone needed to attack but Wiseman right there. Thank you for the virus core. Again, like, I know that we're, you know, high level enough, and we kind of already satisfied the review books for full clears and everything. But it does feel worth it to full clear dungeons, so like, we get plenty of items. Occasionally we get a good rare item that is actually useful, and better yet, when it comes to these dungeons that are story related, all these empty rooms with virus cores in them save us a lot of trouble of trying to farm virus cores later on, so kind of always worth it to do. Also, yesterday I was talking about the game Fate, which I found out is on Steam. Found that out yesterday. But what I didn't realize was that there's 4 of those games, and the first one came out in 2005, and I now have no idea which one I played, because I played it in like 2010, and there were at least 2 different Fates out at that point. But it was also one that would just come. It just came with Windows, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the older ones. I'm sorry, what am I trading? Go on, Ice Leg Mail. No. That's probably good to keep, to have. Maybe I can get rid of the Fool. Or actually, do I have any curse ones? The curse ones are really unnecessary. No. I can give him... Here, discard that. Is Ice Lake Mill worth it? No, not really. not really at all. My puffs are gone. They're all dead. That's fine. Wow, they survived. Color me surprised. Demon William, have I? Oh, too fast. I was kind of hoping to data drain it because it looks small enough that maybe we'd get some Jade cores.
Now.
Stop that. I'm gonna try to clear out a little bit of my inventory. I'm gonna give Black Rose Ice Strikes and also Inferno Strikes and also Force of Fear. Just one to clear up my inventory and two to give her more options with magic because she's not a magic character. So if we run into anything with physical tolerance, she's gonna need to assist as much as she can.
Invisible egg.
Oh, it's just one of these guys. I want to see if I can protect break it. Oh, this thing has a surprisingly good evasion rate. Fire score J? K. Huh. Another weird one. Like, again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Yeah, no, J comes before K. So, and generally it's small, medium, large enemy. But that's really weird. That is definitely a small enemy, so why does it give me a K? Oh, fuck me. I ran, Lovers. Ooh, this is the last portal. Interesting. Oh, fuck. Sorry, those are the Black Rose's Charm of Going to Die noises. Hope that was clear. Oh god. Hey, Wiseman, you want to help? Maybe a teensy bit? I know it's crazy that you would do such a thing, but it would be good. It would be helpful. Okay, that's fine. Okay, are we good? You just healed everyone? All right. Where are you? There we go. One hit. There. Okay, people use your skills. One of them doesn't have resistances anymore, right?
Johnny Cruz.
What the three? Or did the other one? The other one probably died to AoE. Right, and that was the all clear, which means we are very close to the boss. Assuming the boss is even here.
Golden egg.
So we should see purple soon. Maybe? Purple? There it is. There's the purple. Alright, and perfect timing because we are beginning to lose our buffs. A little more. Just one more. Give us the best possible outcome. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Boss time. Elk and Mia.
Who am I?
You're Mia, of course.
I have no memory. It's true. I only exist in the world. The only memory I have is when I am in the world. No! Stop it!
Mia!
I want to stay as me! Stay back! Don't look at me! I'm sorry.
Did he get gated out by Mia, or did he gate out? Whoosh. Sorry, watch the first episode of Digimon, and you'll understand why I say that when I see this. Hello? Eyeballs. Phase 6 the Temptress. Macha. Oh, she's gonna be full of charm magic, isn't she? I have no idea what to expect from this fight, by the way. I've never done this. Holy shit. Did she just, like, have my SP or something? Oh boy. Yeah, she keeps destroying our SP. God, okay. I have items for this. And our fall rep, sorry, our deems are gonna keep us up. Spirit love, that's a charm. If it's not a charm, I'll eat a hat. Out. Okay, I'll eat at. Oh, he's doing fall back. Oh, wait. But yeah, that redeem's important, though. Have to use a recovery strike. Ooh. He's gonna give us like a seizure just walking around. Oh shoot, I missed Black Rose because she moved. Just goes up there. Antidote. Oh, sorry, restorative. No.
With me.
So basically, you can't use magic in this fight. That's what it feels like. Sprite of love. Okay. Wiseman, my friend. Could you give this Black Rose while I heal everyone? I have enough magic to go ahead and pop a flame vortex. Get some more damage in. Come back here. Macha, get back here. Macha. Relay this confusion. Oh man, Wiseman is on it right now. Don't have enough. If Wiseman's staying back like this, then that's good. Jeez. I mean, this is okay. As long as, like, myself and Black Rose are kind of up front and Wiseman's hanging out a little bit further away, he should be able to recover decently. Speaking of... And also I have skill drain, which should give me the ability to data drain when we get the chance. Oh god, what's going on? Oh, she's data draining. Black Rose. Oh, she even has like a bit of a bracelet. I'm curious, when I data drain her, what is she going to become? Also, please don't attack me, Black Rose. Suspicious seduction. Oh, God, fuck. Oh, that is awful. That is literally the worst. Oh, God. Holy shit. That is nasty. Like that is a run killer right there. Wow. Also, fuck. No, get me out of this. Ouch. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that on me. It's okay. I'll kill it. But more importantly, we need the magic. Also, hold on. Let me speed up Black Rose. And myself, probably. Now I'm wondering, was that an AoE that affected, like, everyone on the party? Or was it an AoE that afflicted people within a certain area and I just had everyone bunched up? Yeah, that should help a little bit. Whee! Okay, Wiseman. First aid, please. And then I'm going to do Black Vortex. What is that thing? What's that floating thing right there? Oh god, who's she data draining? Me? No, Black Rose again. She has it out for Black Rose. I mean, I'm okay with it because it's easier for. Oops. It feels easier in general for me to help out Black Rose than it does if I get afflicted with everything and Smother. Will this hit? Oh yeah, it will. Rocky Light, oh boy. Oh no, not again. Resist it. Fuck, none of us resisted it. I am so confused by it though. Fuck. Okay, healing elixirs now. Where is she? That is so gross. That move. Is that gonna hit Black Rose? Or Black? Not in range. That's so weird though. Hold on. Question. How the hell am I being hit by Charm? I have like the maximum resistance you can have to it. So does Wiseman actually. Sprite of Light. We might as well use as many skills as we have. Ball is good, I'll take that. Data drain? Yeah, on Boost. On Black Rose again. She's only doing it on Black Rose. I wonder if she has logic to like target other women. You know? Like, she's the temptress, right? So I would assume that maybe she's a little bit jelly every now and then. I feel like she's taking longer than usual. Fuck. Oh no 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 no! Black Rose is gonna win this one. Fuck. Fuck 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 fuck. Go heal heal now. Holy shit. I don't have enough for a rig game. Now I do. It's okay that that happens. Use your skills. Protect break. Here we go. Sorry, Macha. Oh, she becomes weird rock things. Segment 3. Okay. there for Black Person I just to top us off. Go, go, go! We got this, only 4,000. What do we have to get rid of? We can do that. That's gonna hurt. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Okay, you fall Reps and I'll Vortex. Oh fuck, okay, maybe I'll heal everyone then. Because Wiseman apparently can't do the job. Okay, that was just a little bit. That's not my concern. Woman! There's no stuff for you. Stop. Analog stick, please. Oh, she's healing herself. Ouch. Huh. It's a good thing that I brought those Mage's Souls. Sorry, Macha, it's time to go. My cat!
Mia.
It's my cat.
Thank you.
The data that vanished has returned. We're resuming the operation. Go back to Omega. Cruel, vindictive scars.
Elk. Mia is...
Just leave me alone!
Poor Elk. Well, I guess we know why the next area is called Cruel Vindictive Scars. Hey, Elk. You want to party? Damn it. I thought it was worth a shot. Hi, Waffle. How you doing? One paladin mail for cooked bile. Lone leg mail and dreams of yore. Ooh. It's not as good as what she has, pretty sure. But the lone... That's pretty damn good, though. What do you want for that, Waffle? Cooked bile? Alright, Waffle. You keep hanging out there. I'm gonna go about your bile. first things first, get these out of my inventory. File, thank you. Waffle. Where is Waffle the Twin Blade? Wait, was he just... No. Oh boy. Where'd he go? Wait, Waffle? No, that's someone else. That's a different Twin Blade. Who are you? Alright, there. Well, she has some pretty decent stuff. Holy shit, yeah, she has some decent stuff. I'll take this. You want an ice leg mail? Or some aqua hands? Or maybe some frost tolerates? Thanks. Pretty sure that... Oh, there you are. Pretty sure Black Rose will appreciate all these things. Oh, whoops. That was from the actual dungeon. Thank you! And we have just enough Solarets to get all the good items to sell or to give to people to bump up their affection. You. I just want to find Black Rose. Black Rose? I just saw a speech bubble over here. There she is.
Yeah?
Hi, buddy. I got you these.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks.
Received? Really? I could have sworn they were going to be better. Huh. They are better physically. They're not as good for charm resistant, sorry, and they don't help out from magic resistance. Yeah, okay. That's fair. What about her sword? 5-star, 31. Both fire. Let's see if she'll do it.
Wow! How nice of you! I'm keeping this one.
Yep, cool. At least I have that going on. Honor? Who's Honor? Oh, you only have the one item to trade though. So let's ignore her for now. Put the good stuff back in. I want to save that for Mistral. These Mizuchis and things, though, I can...
Now then.
Let's get Moonstone into the party. Sorry, I know there's like a pressing story dungeon thing going on right now. Where the fuck did... Moonstone, where are you? Moonstone? You should have warped in by now. Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Hi. Have this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, he doesn't care about it. Be gone with you. If he didn't care about it, I imagine that Natsume is not going to care about it, but we'll see. Oh yeah, she likes it. There we go. Also, I have traded with her, right? Yeah. Okay, she's good now. I have one of each, and Seeker use for no particular reason besides yay.
Yes! Can I help you?
Natsume... I need your affection, right?
Yes. Thank you.
There. Okay. Cool. Add party member. Elk. Mistral? Alright, wise one of those. Okay, we'll save and then we'll go over to the other server. We are at the 2-hour mark, but I don't feel tired. And I would like to kind of complete this segment, as it were. So I'm gonna go check out the next area. Hold on, let me take a sip of water real quick though. It's mandarin flavored.
The wave is active. Hurry to Omega. Cruel, vindictive scars.
Yes, sir.
So, is it Cubia? Because it's not Macha. Because we just took her out. So are we gonna fight Cubia next? That is usually the order of things, I suppose. Call up Rocky Grunty. Look at this lad. Imagine like going through this thing, you're fighting a weird computer virus thing that's affecting the real world and destroying things and causing hospitals to shut down and landlines and all this other shit. And then you had to listen to this grunty music while like rushing. What a juxtaposition. What a contrast.
Have you seen Elk?
No.
We parted with Elk at Sigma. Graceful, tempting, fallen angel. Is something wrong?
He left his position with the vaccine. The final drive won't be...
Leos! I can't hear you! Leos! Let's go down.
Uh-oh. We're not going to be able to complete the job. Because someone is upset that their friend died. Oh fuck, I forgot fairy orbs. Yeah, that's fine. We've technically done this done. Good God. Earth tolerant and fire tolerant. There's a blade for every occasion. Well, okay, not every occasion. I don't have one for this. But at the very least... if I remember right, this area isn't too big. I think it was like 4 floors, but they're all pretty small. Although, I'm curious. I am curious if the virus cores have like shown up again. Because that could be worth it. But we'll check this one up here because we only have to fight through one portal to do it. If there are additional virus cores to be had, then I will go ahead and grab them, but I'm not going to do a second full clear on this dungeon. The Alucards need to die first. there's 2 of them. We'll data drain the first one so they can't heal, or get healed rather, by the other. So, wait, you can't move your body at all? Thank you. He is fire tolerant. I guess I'll use the twin message. Oh, she's charmed. Okay, are we lucky? No? Okay, so we're good. The virus cores are a one-time thing, which means we do not need to full clear this a second time. So it'll be a little bit faster to get down. That said, I only have 1 more fairy orb, and there are 2 more floors. So I might go to the wrong way. I think one of the floors... Oh, we'll see. I did save, right? I'm pretty sure I did. I must have saved. I don't remember which way's the right way to go. The Alucard must die. I don't need to. You strengthen magic, I'll get us all again. Alright, we're good. Ah, I went the wrong way. Whee! Oh wait, I have something to up. Trying to catch up with this guy. And then I think I can do the same with this. Perfect. Oh god, those hits were so good. 1,600 each. I'm gonna run fast. Okay, this one was it straight forward or a left? I think it's a forward to get to the down, right? No. Left?
Orbiani Dawn.
I think it's a left. Yes. Okay, and then a middle, I think? Yeah, the middle was the way down. Ooh. Hello, purple. Apply our buffs. We're good to go. You know, for funsies, here, have that. Who knows if it will actually be helpful or not, but we'll see.
We're aborting the operation.
Abort?
It ate the vaccine and created an antibody. My men are wiped out.
Oh, Leos.
Return to Omega server root town.
Wiped out? You mean...
Oh, hi, Aura. I got your 3 segments. Oh, look, she's so pretty.
What? What is going on? The momentum of the wave stopped. We can do it.
Cubia time. There he be. Oh god, he got bigger. Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
No, you must run. You can't fight Cubia.
We're fighting Cubia, aren't we? Yep. Let's start. Yeah, the speed charm is doing wonders here. Physical tolerance. Where's my Vulcan? Just utterly demolishing it. Legion's Reach. Ooh, that hurt Wiseman quite a bit. Wiseman, you are now on first aid duty. And, Black Brothers, you are on attacking duty. Do my best. I feel like we can probably... Yeah, we're doing alright. Let's reach again. Okay. And then magic. The magic ones are the easiest ones. But then attack and jihad, what a name. Ow! Oh, wow. That barely did anything to Kite. Magic tolerant. We're lucky that fall reps got off when I did, though. Although Wiseman's buffs are. Oh, cool. I'll just redeem while we wait then. Oh, hello. Cubia's arms. Physical tolerance. So magic it is. So he just keeps getting bigger and bigger, doesn't he? We're good? We're good. Legion's Reach. Very interestingly named spell. We're doing good here, though. Like, this is going well for a Cubia fight. Jihad is really not an issue for Kite. Like, at all. Magic tolerant. I'll heal. Or, whoops, I guess I didn't need to. Sorry, I didn't hear Wiseman call ball rep, so. Wait, what? Okay, getting closer to the face now. Okay, he did anti-cruise, so attack. Wiseman, you're on first aid duty. We're probably fine. Just because magic tolerant. Yeah, okay. Counting on the Wiseman to heal me so I don't get horribly injured. Try to keep Black Rose going. No targeting range. Oh, we're good then? Yeah, we're good. Hopefully we start moving again because we could use some strengthening magic. Let's attack. Wiseman, first aid, and also I will redeem him. Happy? Wait, is that not working? Physical talent. Oh, my bad. I misread that. Strengthen, please. Just gonna re-up it. Are we at Cubia's face yet? Oh no, we're like at his weird heart. Can I first person? No, you can't. Hi, Cubia. How's it going, buddy? Like, obviously, Aura doesn't want us to fight Cubia, and like, I think she said it's tied to the bracelet, or something like that, but, I don't know. When you are on healing duty, but since you just started the magic attack, I'll heal, I guess. Flame Vortex is real helpful here though, considering it hits every single one of them, so I don't have to worry too much about AoE. Okay, it's gonna be magic next. Are we done? Arc bullet. I don't think we're done. Please don't kill us. That's not that bad. I'll heal so that Wiseman can focus on attacking. And swap back to Vulcan. Look at it go. We're doing it. Though I am like, Vulcan burns through my SP. Holy crap. Are we good? Are you doing arc bullets again? Megiddo Flame. Oh, that's not good. Wiseman's like halfway down. He's definitely dead. He's not dead. He's almost dead. All right, everyone, get to healing. I should get to strengthening. Oh boy, what a ride. I feel like we've killed the cores of just now. Okay, we're good. Are we good? Chaos Gehenna. That's unpleasant. That's rather unpleasant. What do we have? Physical tolerant. Magic, please. That Cubia core is almost dead. More bullets. God, how long does this go, Cubia? So it'll be an attack and then last one first. I mean, the core is almost dead. Okay, are we good? Oh god, I don't have any strength and magic on anymore. But it's okay, we won. God, he is huge.
Cubia doesn't want me to meet Aura.
There's no doubt about it.
The wave has resumed its movement, unable to determine course.
Let's return to Omega server Root Town.
Damn it, Elk, we almost had it. It's understandable, but not ideal. I wonder if Leos would chew Elko.
We still have a chance if we herd it to the other route.
My men are in the hospital. How are you going to herd it?
Leos, plans are thought up with failures in mind.
Helba, that was quick.
Everyone will help us.
Mistral!
We also have the improved vaccine. We can resume the operation anytime.
Look, everyone is here. It's like Super Smash Brothers.
I've heard about your men, but...
But Rachel here sells men.
For
She
their
sells
sake,
everything.
Can you stop now?
Yeah. Resume operation. Yes, sir.
To your positions.
It's gonna hurt if you get slashed.
May the stars shine upon you until the end of your journeys.
We'll win.
Iris, the flower language is faith, hope, wisdom, and power.
From today, I won't run away.
Unleash the hounds of war, right? It's a great setup for a stage. Let's rumble!
I'll make it cheap. You can pay me back later. I hope all will go well today. I came. We can't just let it be. I want him to play a great game as well.
You will form the fighting party and stand by at the lowest level of the dungeon of Omega, Cruel Vindictive Scars.
Oh, the same one again.
I'm going too. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Is everyone here? No. Okay. Man. This is difficult. I wanna keep going. I want to keep going, but I also don't want to keep going. Like, I don't know how much longer Like, I don't know if it's like another fight with Cubia, or a fight against an actual piece of the wave, or what? But I know that I have Mistral back now, which immediately fills me with joy. Actually, can Elk him? I don't want to use him, but just curious. No. Mistral.
Alrighty, I'm coming!
Mistral. Hi!
This is so exciting! What now? You want to trade?
Uh-huh. Oh, you have all the things I need. Fairy orbs. I don't even have to... This is great. Thanks. You want an elixir? What else do you have? Great. Holy shit. A level 90 axe. Wow. Sword of Game. Yeah. Wood, thunder, and fire. Holy shit. I love you, Mistral. You are the best. I want to give her things that will be useful. You want to summon wood? Yeah. I'm actually gonna need things that she needs. Thank you. Also, just curious. Is she still using the old stuff? Yes, she is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We have things for her. Oh, yay! Mistrals back. And she's even like I don't have to like grind her up level wise. How nice is this? Okay, I have things for you. The question is which one to give. Not that, obviously. Tsukasa's wand could be good. One of the few 100 resistance against all bad things in life. 14. I will give her Tsukasa's wand. And then not the angel helm, but the angel chain. I'll give her. Give her this. I might have other things to give her too, but I mean, I know I have other things to give her. That. What about boots? Reeves of Awe. Yeah, it's these. Those are what I was going to give her. Okay. Hey, Mistral. Buddy.
This is so exciting!
Darling. Here.
No way! You're giving me this? Yay! One more for the collection! No way!
Bam. Behold. Holy shit, look at her. Look at those resistances. 93 attack, that's either equal or more than what's his face. Alright, know what's next though? Giving her all the good stuff. Hi buddy, guess what? It's your turn.
Wow, thanks! Lucky for me!
Also, I do want this for Black Rose. If you would be so kind. Oh, darn, okay. Maybe she doesn't. Interesting. So it's the combo of those two. Summon wood. Yes, to summon wood. Cool. No. How about the moon? Gain has been got. Was there? I do want the lance. That can wait though. Yeah, those other things can wait. Here.
Wow, thanks! Lucky for me!
Though, to be honest, I don't know if she actually needs more SP. The HP, though, yes. Honestly, I might use some of these. This is so exciting. Here.
Thanks! I'll take it!
I did the flag raises for you, Mistral. Okay, and then give her these things to raise her affection. And then what are we at for her? Maxed it out right away. Oh, good. Okay, where's Black Rose? There you are. You are gonna give me something too. Yeah, no, Mr. bought an item for you, Black Rose.
Yeah?
The Sword of Gain.
You sure I can really have this? Thank you.
Bam. Alright, I think we're good. Look at that. We are ready here. Black Rose has 94 attack. I have 75. Mistral has 93. Look at, holy shit, she is stacked. Good God, she is stacked. Fall Repth, Rigsame, and Main. Summon Earth. Summon Fire. Summon Lightning. Summon Darkness. Mistral is going to rock literally everything out of its pants. I love her. God, I don't know. Like, we're still kind of in the story bit. But we've fought a wave already today. It's been 2.5 hours. Oh, I don't know. I like... Hold on. Cruel Vindictive. Really? This is... Oh, this is an email thing. So what I'm gonna do is I need to know if this is like the final fight or not. If that makes sense. Cruel Vindictive Scars appears 9 times in this. Let me just see. It's another phase fight. And oh, so here's some helpful information. This particular guide person who's like kind of written a blurb about it says, "I'm not gonna lie to you, Tarvos is a pain in the butt. Not only does he have cheap attacks, he takes a long time to beat. For me, over 45 minutes. Yeah. Okay. In that case, I am not going to do this today. I am really excited to have Mistral back. A lot. I like her. A lot. And I'm really excited that like all the items that I saved for her I can finally give to her. And that like, you know, she has an okay health pool for a Wave Master. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for today. And on Friday, we will pick it back up and then fight phase 7 of the wave. So that should be good. There are 8 phases of the wave, I think, so depending on how long it takes to clear Tarvos on Friday, we might be able to clear the next one. Or like get to the final part of the game, maybe. Or maybe even beat it. Before we leave though, let's check out this terrorism. From Oolong Hai. Pluto again is caused by terrorists! That's bullshit. Wasn't Ultimate supposed to be a perfect OS that can withstand cyber terrorism and computer viruses? This is no different from the last one. It's a bunch of bullshit. WNC and Ultimate got some serious explaining to do. Equation for the... oh, that's bullshit. Sorry that you guys had to get all heated over this, but from what I heard, the theory originated from the work that the world is based on. There was someone who researched the epic poem on the net and analyzed it, and that's where it came from. Of course, they said that the equation was all over the net, so I don't know if there's any truth to this story. You know the epic poem the world is based on? By the way, isn't Epic of the Twilight on another thread? People who are interested should go read it. Okay, but is there more Goblin Tag? Nope. Any news from us, like, fighting Cubia at all? Any mail from Affection people? There is new news. Bike deliveries again. The same bike delivery companies that initially gained popularity during the first phone service interruptions are gaining popularity once again, as phone service continues to fluctuate between stability and instability. Business owners are skeptical this boom will last, having experienced the previous surge and subsequent drop in business. Net crisis linked to terrorism. This is what the board was talking about. Rumors of terrorism sponsored by cult leaders based in the United States continue to circulate regarding the second network crisis known as Pluto again. The basis for the speculation is text located on the extremist cult board. What? That states, it is now time to destroy the network that spews across the 7 seas. Those affiliated with the group deny any terrorist connections, but violence against the cult members has been reported. The World Network Council has made an announcement saying they believe the possibility of religious terrorism is low and called for the public to remain calm during this time. Oh, okay. What a world we live in. Hey, you know what we're changing this back to? That's right. To the best girl. Alright, so I will see you all tomorrow for a ring fit and something else probably afterwards. Yeah, I should be at my usual time tomorrow, so nothing like yesterday. So we'll do that for completing this game possibly, or maybe just getting past the next phase of the wave. That'll be Friday at the usual time. So thanks for sticking around a little bit longer than usual, everyone, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. So take it easy, and bye for now. See ya.